Hello, Foxes. I found a book online through Hoopla that's a part of Allen County Public Library to aid in all of those of you that are learning about measurement currently. The book is entitled All About Measuring Length by Julia Fogel. This page gives us the table of contents, of course, but we're going to be reading the entire book, so let's just move on to the first page. Lengthy questions. Do you like to ask questions? Who is taller? Who has longer feet? Who has the shortest pet? How can you find the answers? By measuring length. Most girls do not grow any taller after they are 14 or 15 years old. Real feet for feet. Before people had standard tools for measuring, they used body parts. They might use a hand, an arm, or a foot. How long is your foot? Trace it on a piece of paper, then cut out the tracing. Compare your tracing to a friend's. An arm's length. Years ago, Egyptians measured with units called cubits. This is the distance from the elbow to the tip of the middle finger of a grown man. The average shoe size of an 8-year-old in the United States is size 3. Now stand next to a wall. Ask your friend to measure your height with the tracing of your foot. How many feet tall are you? Then measure your height with your friend's foot tracing. Did you get different answers with different tracings? Feet and other body parts come in different sizes. People saw they needed one standard unit. In Rome, a grown man's foot was chosen as the standard. A stick 1 foot long became the unit of measure. Smaller parts. A ruler is a good tool for measuring your height. But what if you're measuring something small, like a tiny dog? Then you need a smaller measuring unit. Romans divided the foot into 12 equal parts called inches. With a ruler marked in inches, you can tell which pup is shorter and by how much. Let's say your dog is 25 inches tall. A friend's dog is 10 inches tall. Your dog is 15 inches taller than your friend's pup. 25 inches minus 10 inches is 15 inches. French bulldogs can grow to be 12 inches, 30 centimeters tall. Chihuahuas can grow to be just 9 inches or 23 centimeters tall. Most rulers and tape measures show feet, inches, meters, and centimeters. Feet or meters. People in the United States use the U.S. customary system. This means they use feet and inches to measure. But most of the world uses the metric system. In this system, the basic unit is the meter. 1 meter is a little more than 3 feet long. A meter can be divided evenly into 10 decameters or 100 centimeters. Miles to go. Sometimes you need to measure long distances, such as a football field. You can use yards instead of feet. 1 yard equals 3 feet in length. A football player who runs from goal to goal runs 100 yards or 91.4 meters. What about something even longer? Would you say it is 5,280 feet to the park? No way. For really long distances, you can use miles. 1 mile is 5,280 feet. In the metric system, kilometers are used. 1 mile is just over 1.6 kilometers. Some football players run about 1.25 miles, 2 kilometers, in a game. Not so straight? Not everything you measure is a straight line. How do you measure things that are crooked? Something curvy can be measured with a string. Then hold the string up to a ruler. You can easily use a measuring tape that bends easily. A measuring tape is useful for round things, such as tree trunks. A giant redwood may measure more than 90 feet, 27.4 meters around. Around and around. How big around is your book bag? Wrap a string around it, then measure the string for the answer. Adults have longer legs than children. It will take a child more steps to walk the same amount as an adult. Guesswork. What if you don't have a measuring tool? You can estimate or make a good guess. To measure a short length, try using a fingertip for a ½ inch. Licorice that is 10 fingertips long is about 5 inches of a tasty treat. To guess a far distance, count your steps. Romans used 1,000 steps by a grown man is a mile. But for you, it'll be a little more. Count your steps from your home to your best friend's. How far away is her home? Next, use a tool to check your estimates. Were you a good guesser, or did you miss by a mile? Measure it out. Confused by all the different units? Here's a table to help you keep them straight. 12 inches equals 1 foot. 3 feet equal 1 yard. 5,280 feet equal 1 mile. 100 centimeters equals 1 meter, and 1,000 meters equals 1 kilometer. Rulers are important tools at school. They are used in math, science, and art classes. Measuring mania. Now you can answer questions by measuring. You can tell in inches or centimeters who is taller, whose feet are longer, and who has the shortest pet. What other questions can you answer? Grab your ruler and start measuring. Do the math. Make sure you keep track of units when doing measurement math. You can only add numbers that have the same units. Inches go with inches, meters go with meters, and so on.